Morning, hello. Welcome to day number 5 of 50 Days of Authenticity. And let's start just by sitting quietly for a couple minutes. I know my heart definitely needs it. Whew. That's so funny. There's a fan in the bathroom next here, and I thought, oh, better to start recording after the fan goes off. And then I forgot, as came up yesterday in a tarot reading, the very first tarot reading I ever did for someone, which was wow, very wow. I forget and I remember, I forget and I remember. It seems like that's a quite universal human condition, forgetting and remembering. So I forgot to wait to record until after the fan went off. So sat for a moment and then, remembered, wait until the fan goes off. So I was sitting, I was like, oh, I feel like after a couple minutes the fan will go off. We can keep talking after that. And then it went off. I don't know if you heard it or not, but it went off. Oh shoot, I'm not using headphones. I don't know if you can hear me. Uh-oh. That's no good. Well, let's see. Always something a little unexpected, yeah? So, anyway, it doesn't really matter what I was just saying. I hope if you're actually watching this, which would be a miracle, then I'm just going to keep rolling with it and just speak from the heart as authentically as possible. So with that being said, there are really two things that were and are coming up for me. One, I'd say definitely from the heart, and then the other one feels a little bit more from the head and the soul. So I'll start with the heart because that's really what we're here for. I asked my heart how you feel about this challenge and doing these videos, and I just hear like a fuck. No, stop. No. So that's just the truth, man. Here I am talking about following my heart, and I'm making these videos, and my heart's just like, no. So I don't really know what to say about that, but I love how these videos are about speaking truth, are about dealing with the tensions of life, dealing with just what's there, and like, damn, that's what's there. So will I keep going with this? I don't know. I would like to. I would like to keep going. It's been wonderful connecting with many of you through this, and it gives me some purpose, I have to say, and some structure of the day. So I like that, but my heart is just like, man, So I guess just if we do keep going, keep following the journey here of the heart and see what this beautiful heart here would like to say. So that's the first. And then the second is just a feeling that I am so sick and tired of talking about myself and thinking about myself and worrying about myself that I would love to share with you something that is beyond this quote self over here. And that's something I mentioned very briefly yesterday, and that is drum roll please, Project 97B. That's right, folks, Project 97B. And you very well may be asking yourself, what the hell is Project 97B? So I am going to open up the website so I can have some very specific words in front of me, and also give a plug so that you feel excited to look at it. All right, here it is. So, Project 97B. The first question, which is a very good question that you may have, is, well, why the name Project 97B? That's a very good question because it gets to the very heart of the matter. Now, on my screen, I am very much choppy right now, but I'm just going to keep going with it. Just like the microphone, we're just going to keep going with it. So 97b comes from a line of the Talmud. If you don't know what the Talmud is, that is a sacred Jewish text of rabbinical conversations, dialogues, commentaries that go back thousands of years. And this one is from about 1800 or so years ago, from Rabbi Eliezer. And he says, if the Jewish people do Teshuva, we will be redeemed. If not, we won't. I'll repeat it one more time. Let's see if I can do it from memory. I'm going to close the window. Okay, great. If the Jewish people do Teshuva, we will be redeemed. If not, we won't. So then that might bring up more questions. What is Teshuva? Good question. So let me back up 1 second and just say that I'm working on this project. I was brought into this project from Rabbi Meir Feldman, who was introduced to me by my incredible brother Dan and his wife Robin, who thought, I think Jamie and Meir would really get along. It'd be a great person for Jamie to speak to at this very volatile part of his life right now. So they introduced me to him and got a really warm response from Meir, and we met at a cafe in Jerusalem. We just were looking at the dates. This was towards the end of September, actually the first day of Rosh Hashanah, that day before Erev Rosh Hashanah. We met at a coffee shop, and he basically sat there really lovingly listening to my story. What the hell is going on? Who the heck is this person? And then the next time we met, which was after Yom Kippur, we met at his home on his mirkeset, the balcony, and I was kind of like I am today, like sick of talking about myself, worrying about myself. It's like, tell me what you're up to, and let me get inspired. Let me see how it can be of service. And I listened, and he was saying to me, Jamie, one good idea for you right now might be just to get out there and to find people you admire, you like what they're doing, and see how you can get involved. And somewhere right around there, right after that, he said, well, for me, I'm looking for someone right now to build a website. And I said, Mayor, I could build a website. I can do that. He's like, yeah, really? And so that was the start. And it's now been, that was beginning of October-ish. So it's now been 2.5 months. And we just launched yesterday, Project 97B, the website. So back to that question, what is Teshuva? I say all this about Meir because he truly holds the vision of this, and he has a very specific definition of Teshuva, which Teshuva has so many meanings, and it comes across in so many parts of Jewish life. But essentially, the core, what he says is that Teshuva is the one thing we're meant to do as Jews. Like if there's one through line of all of Judaism and what we're meant to do, it's Teshuva. And essentially, he says that Teshuva are, and this is a little bit more my words here, but Teshuva are acts of harmony. They are acts that unify us. They are acts that bring us together, whether it's Teshuva on an individual level, individual with Hashem, with God, or whether it's on a family level, on a communal level, country, worldwide level, any act that is unifying, that's harmonious, that brings us together, that is Teshuva. So where we go from here. So Project 97B, the vision, the mission is to really make tshuva a word that is on the tip of every single Jewish person's tongue. And more than Jews are welcome too. That's part of the harmony as well. But it has a real strong focus on the Jewish community and saying that this word tshuva, maybe you know it from the high holiday season, maybe you know it from some other context, but really, ideally, it's a word that is on the tip of your tongue every single day and really informs the way that you look at the world and the way that you act in the world. Because these acts of harmony, they are our bridge, they are our conduit, the way to find wholeness, to find love, connection, all those things that we seek in life, peace, shalom. Those are all things that, according to Project 97B, tshuva is really the gateway for. It's the thing that if you're doing it on a daily basis, then you'll get there. And honestly, for me, why I joined Mayor, why I felt so inspired is I just got that. I see this I get so moved when I hear about people reuniting with, let's say, a brother they haven't spoken to in 20 years, or they, they forgive someone who committed something really terrible to them. Or just like someone sees someone who's down and they go and give them a hug, they show them some love, or that maybe someone feels all of a sudden a connection with a family member who has passed on and they feel that connection. And to me, those are like all acts of tshuva, maybe not in the traditional sense, all of them, but they are things that unify us. They make us feel whole. They calm us, they ground us, and perhaps most importantly, they connect us with the divine. They make us feel eternal and infinite and these numinous experiences. So you can see that my interest is a little bit more in the mystical direction of this, but it doesn't have to be mystical at all. It could just be a very simple saying, hey, I did that thing, I realize I hurt you, and I'm sorry, which is more on the traditional side of tshuva, of apologizing on Yom Kippur, as many of you may know. This Day of Atonement, we're supposed to really do a soul assessment, cheshbon hanefesh, really look inside and see, where can we atone. And so this just sense of tshuva is really our pathway to becoming whole, to standing in our humanness, to be able to fully give and receive love. Like, it's all right there. And I was saying before, I honestly joined this because really felt that, this is something that I need. Absolutely. I'm, first of all, within myself, not shockingly, that feels so alive right now, that I'm doing the tshuva within at the moment, and then that radiates out. And so I'm looking to embody tshuva, embody the values of Project 97B. So, that's a lot of words. Take a few breaths. So, what I want to say next is we just launched now because the vision since I met Mayor was to launch on Hanukkah. And the reason why doing this is because we talked about how on Hanukkah there is the more modern tradition of giving gifts. And this can be wonderful and great. I certainly loved getting Hanukkah gifts as a kid, no doubt, don't get me wrong. And there's also a recognition, there's something deeper. This is part of also perhaps the larger anti-capitalist gift giving, looking at gifts in a different way, that we really hope that, yes, if you feel called to give a physical material gift, don't hold back. That is beautiful, and that's some people's love language and amazing. At the same time, I know deep down, and I'm sure you know very deep down, that the real gift that we can give someone is not something material. It's our love, it's our care, it's our presence. And we are inviting everybody this Hanukkah to give the gift of tshuva, to reach out to somebody you love, that you care about. And if you know that you need to apologize, you need to acknowledge something, you need to reconnect, you haven't been in touch, you just whatever a unifying, harmonious, loving action would be, give that gift this Hanukkah. Don't give the physical material gift. You don't have to spend the money. Save the money for something else. Actually give them yourself, give them your being, give them your love. That is our invitation. And if it's helpful, you can go on the website and you'll see there's in both the navigation bar, it says something about Hanukkah at the top, and then also on the homepage as well, there's a link to it, to our Hanukkah page. And you can see actually Meir recorded this very powerful video. It's essentially a sermon on this, what tshuva is, and why it's so connected with Hanukkah. So if you get inspired by a little sermon, watch that. And then below you can learn the letters of tshuva and see some examples of how to do these tshuva letters if you feel called to write a letter to someone. And then at the bottom there's actually sample letters in PDF and Word doc format where you can actually just download that, and then you could add text to it yourself and email it to someone, or print it out and mail it to someone, or give it to someone in your house, whatever you would like to do. So that is there for you if you would like. And we just invite you to give that gift of tshuva. And one more thing, if you do something, or maybe have done something similar recently, or just would like to share any other story that this brings up, we have a section of the website called Your Teshuva Stories, and it's an opportunity for you to, you could type it, you could also email it to us, an audio file or video file, and share your tshuva stories with us. You're so welcome to to share your tshuva stories. And if you would like, if you're open to it, we would love to post it on the website so we can keep these inspiration, keep the momentum of tshuva going. Yeah. Wow. Okay. 17 minutes, 17 seconds. We're moving along here. So that's Project 97B in a nutshell. Maybe a little bit more than a nutshell. My heart is feeling better, which is amazing. It's so great. Oh man, but my shoulders are still a little bit tight. Man. Okay. Oh, just check in to see if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. It's Christmas Eve tonight. I'm hoping to do something meaningful, be together with people I love, I care about. And I hope you have the same, if that's what you need right now. Very much hoping for that. And if you need someone to talk to and you've listened as far 18 plus minutes in, please give me a call. And I think that's it. So please be in touch. And thank you for watching. Oh, man. Still super tight in the shoulders. All right. This is the authenticity right here. Not stopping, but getting to see all the mishigas, the craziness coming out here. Whew, man. All right. This is it. Talk to you tomorrow.